Hello, this video is going to cover one of the most common questions that we've got since Autodesk Moldflow Insight 2018 was released. With the introduction of the new versions, 2018 and 2018.1, we have moved the location of the fiber model specification. So of course, if you're running a material that has fiber in it, and you want to modify the fiber model that is used during the analysis, in the past all you had to do was access the process settings and enter the fiber solver parameters here on the main page for the fill pack settings. You'll notice that that option is no longer available in here though. That's because we've moved it into the material file itself. So if you go into the advanced options and choose to edit the molding material file, and then go to the Filler Fiber tab, you'll note that you have an input to modify the fiber model used for both midplane and dual domain here on the top, and for 3D on the bottom. A few other things worth noting. Under the midplane and dual domain, you won't see Folger-Tucker in here. That's because the Moldflow model is actually the Folger-Tucker variation, if you will, for midplane and dual domain, whereas in 3D, it's specified directly as the Folger-Tucker model. The other thing is the 3D will have the new Moldflow rotational diffusion model. This is something that's only available in 3D, as you will not see it available for dual domain and midplane. The process for making these modifications is the same in a midplane and dual domain model. Simply access the process settings, choose the advanced options, select the edit molding material option, and go to the Filler Fiber tab. And you'll notice that it's got the same exact inputs that you can modify here. The other thing worth noting here, since we're already in the advanced options for the material as it pertains to filler and fiber, is if you were to modify these and they were to conflict with a CRIMS tested material, such as this one here for midplane or dual domain, the default configuration for CRIMS is actually to change the solver parameters to be consistent with the CRIMS model, which means if you go in and you modify, say, fiber inlet conditions for your fiber material, and then you run with a CRIMS material, sometimes Moldflow will change those parameters back to their default because they do not align with the CRIMS model itself. So to ensure that any fiber modifications that you make, manual fiber modifications that you make, are still used whenever you're running with a CRIMS material, you need to come in here and change this to even if solver parameters are not consistent with CRIMS model. The default will change it. This bottom one will not. It will allow you to run CRIMS as well as the changes in the fiber parameters. Of course, this middle one will change the solver, the shrinkage solver, to the generic unrestricted model. If you change things, this is not one that you typically will want to use. You'll either want to use the top one or the bottom one. If you're making modifications, use the bottom one. Of course, this is only available if you choose to edit within the advanced options. You can't access it through the regular details of the material. You have to come into the advanced options and choose edit. Thank you.